Now I think the picture was unspooling all along and I just failed to notice. The obvious really isn't so. At least it wasn't to me, a Midwestern male cruising at medium altitude, aspiring vaguely to decency, contributing to PBS, moderate in all things including romantic forays, and doing unto others more or less reciprocally. If I were to pinpoint when the world began reorganizing itself, that is, when my seeing of it began to shift, it would be the day a stranger named Rune blew into our bad luck town of Greenstone, Minnesota, like a spark from the boreal gloom. It was also the day of my release from St. Luke's Hospital down in Duluth, so I was concussed and more than a little adrift. The previous week I'd driven upshore to a popular lookout to photograph a distant storm approaching over Lake Superior. It was a beautiful storm, self-contained as storms often are, hunched far out over the vast water like a blob of blue ink, but it stalled in the middle distance, and time just slipped away. There's a picnic table up there where I've napped more than once. What woke me this time was the mischievous gale delivering autumn's first snow. I leaped behind the wheel as it came down in armloads. Highway 61 quickly grew rutted and slick. Maybe I was driving too fast. U2 was on the radio. Mysterious Ways, I seem to recall. Apparently, my heartbroken Pontiac breached a safety barrier and made a long, lovely, some might say cinematic arc into the churning lake. I say apparently, since this particular memory is not crisp. The airbag deployed at the barricade snapped my head back and swaddled me in a whiplash haze that took a long time to shake off. I missed the lightning thoughts and impressions a person might expect in this situation. Cold panic, clenching denial, a magician's bouquet of vibrant regrets. I'd have sunk with the car if Marcus Jetty hadn't been doing a little late-season beachcombing. Marcus runs Greenstone Salvage and Tinker, a famous local eyesore of bike frames, tube amps, hula poppers, oil drums, and knobs of driftwood. He was picking along the jagged strand in his raincoat, eye on a fat cork from somebody's herring net, when a car approached on the highway above. He later described the sounds of a whining V6 and thumping bass line before the barrier burst to shrapnel and the world, for a moment, muffled itself. In the silence, Marcus looked up. A mid-size American sedan sailed dreamlike through thickening snow.